Guys, I was out here earlier, and they laughed pretty good. So we got to make sure they're practicing.
Well, that was before Suzanne got here.
You got it. I bring the room down.
I'd like to bring the room down a little, if I may.
Absolutely.
Well, good morning,
You guys
everybody.
see his shoes? Look at those cool shoes he's got on.
Those are cool.
Purple
I got cool shoes too.
Those are very cool.
My boyfriend picked them for me. I don't really have any sneaker game.
Welcome to the Look at My Shoes panel.
Yes.
Does anyone in the crowd want to show us their shoes?
Look at that. Look at that.
Lovely shoes.
Carlos
Let's hear
is
it for the
part
shoes.
of the Brooks family down there.
There we go.
This is it.
Odd sneakers, fairly odd
I
sneakers.
was just
Okay.
Shoelaces!
Well, good morning, everybody.
By the way, has anyone noticed there's a wrestling ring over there? Is it just me? Do you guys see it too? Okay, it's not just me.
I'm
All
just
right.
wondering why we're not having an FOP throwdown.
So we're going to wrestle after this? Is that what's happening? All right, very
Who
cool.
wants to see that?
Very nice.
It's me against Timmy and his fairies. No tag teaming!
I wish you'd throw Crocker out of the ring.
Who done this well?
Wait, people on couches, purple shoes, wrestling ring. This can only be the work of...
Fairy god wrestlers!
I mean, there has been wrestling episodes. Carlos voiced, what was it, Crusher?
Crusher, McPherson Crusher.
Yes, Crusher, McPherson Crusher.
Yes.
I don't remember, I'm old.
I was gonna.
Yes.
How many characters? Do you know how many different characters that Carlos has voiced on the?
Well, let's see. We'll start counting. Crocker.
Billy Crystal Ball.
Mama Crocker.
Right.
Billy Crystal Ball. Wandissimo. Do Wandissimo.
Oh yes, Wanda and I, if you saw my Instagram, Wanda and I were doing a secret vacation on my plane.
No, wasn't there. Sorry.
And then you did the mayor.
And the, ow, stupid microphone.
Like,
Ow. Oh, yes, I've done stand-up comedy for 30 years.
You are old.
I am. That's better. Yes, I'm the mayor. I'm the mayor.
Butch
you know what's
Hartman.
great? This
I'm
is
the mayor.
this is going great.
This
right?
is going great.
Going perfect.
Jiggle-vacky shoes.
Did you get that? Did anybody get that on film?
But also, you guys, you could never count because there were always incidental characters, and Butch had all of us do all these extra little characters. You
All
couldn't
of them.
possibly count.
How
all these
many
people
Daran
are
did,
so
Suzanne did.
yeah. These are like very
Tara.
brilliant, versatile humans on this stage.
They're all incredible.
Carlos, weren't you a goat also? Yeah, you were the goat. Yeah.
That's the one they laugh at. That's
Yeah,
what
that's the goat. Yeah.
the goat voice.
Great writing,
Wandissimo,
Butch.
whatever, but the goat. That's where the
writing.
gold is.
Great writing by Butch.
He also did. Now, Dad, who's your arch enemy next door neighbor? What's his name?
Dinkelberg.
Hey, Turner.
So Carlos did a ton of voices. And like Tara was saying, everybody here to my left, they are all so talented. I never really had to hire any other actors because they could each do 50 voices.
Right.
And they're just so great. And I'm so blessed to have had them on the show for as long as we had them.
By the way, my favorite is Crocker's mom.
Oh, yes, Denzel, I'm a bad Julia child. Don't forget girlfriend.
Anytime he did anything, but especially mom, we would crack up so much.
Oh, God. Don't you talk to me that way, Denzel. Shut up, you old bet.
It was such a weird dynamic.
Mother, no, Mommy loves her, Denzel.
No, I knew the second we were going to introduce Crocker's mom that Carlos had to do the voice because
Yes.
a guy doing an old lady voice is so funny. Anyway, the great thing is too. I mean, we would write really funny scripts. We really did. We worked really hard. But then we'd have this amazing cast come in and just enhance all of the amazing writing that we were able to do. But they just made it 100 times better too. They would add stuff. The only rule we had was you can add stuff. Just make sure it's better than what we have already.
Right.
If it's going to suck, don't add it. But if it's going to be better, then add it, please.
And they would decide if it sucked or not.
Yes,
not us.
exactly.
We were not the deciders.
We had the suckometer outside in the booth. The suckometer, yeah. Is it sucking, guys? Is it sucking?
Oh, we knew when it was bad. We would do a take, and the cast would go, no.
Now, did you record together or solo? Together.
Together.
Oh.
Yes.
I kind of, because I'd been involved with some other shows that they
Right.
would record one actor at a time.
Right.
I thought that was super boring. We'd have one, because if you guys to come in and not react to anybody, you're very talented. You can make it work, I'm sure. But wasn't it great to do the ensemble cast?
100%. That's what half of acting is listening. If he's going to say something like, say, Timmy, pick up my nickel.
Ooh, pick up that nickel, boy.
I don't want to.
And now do it like really crazy.
Get that nickel off the floor right now.
No, I'm not gonna. Like we respond to how they speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you have to be able to listen to their actors. And also, there's such a beautiful energy when the cast is like family, which we are. And so we really went through so much life together, like babies and marriages and divorces and whatever. And like
Gray Delisle had a couple marriages in there.
6 or 7.
And so we love each other, and I think that energy translates, and it's another reason y'all love it, right? You're feeling our love going out to you,
Yes.
and you don't have that same thing when we're not together.
Yeah,
And
'cause we-
Suzanne and I were always in sync. Whenever we
Yeah.
had lines that were together, we would just look at each other and bam. And you don't
Yeah.
get that when you're recording by yourself.
It's true.
That's the special connection there. One of the special connections.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting in the way things are going with like AI now, of course, stuff like that. You know, AI is it's a useful tool, but you're going to really miss the human heart that's involved. Like, yeah, you can have a character on screen, you can have a voice generated by a machine, but if that human heart's not there, if that interaction, that genuineness isn't there, it's really not going to translate over to the audience as much as it should. Now, will it get there? Maybe, I don't know, but I prefer it this way. You know, I think having these amazing actors in a room just playing off each other, having a great... We had such a great time. And we would be booked for 4 hours, but we'd only do it in one. You guys, they would nail it in 1 hour. We would get our scripts done, and off we go.
So how much, I think that kind of answers my next question is how much...
Well, then don't ask it then. It's already answered it. What are you asking the question for?
How much improv versus what was written on the paper was there? Being, you know, with a group ensemble, I can understand how that can maybe go in particular directions, like you said, acting off of other people. So how much was improv versus what was written?
The great thing about these guys, they're so great at improv, but if there's no, like, direction for the improv, it'll completely spin out of control. So as long as they were able to improv on our story that we had, you know, instead of going, let's just write our own script with in 5 minutes. No, it's not going to work that way. As long as they're on story and they can like improv. You guys would improv stuff all the time. And we would keep it in.
Darren, we would do like 2 pages at a time, and the second time around, Darren would go, Suzanne, can you leave me a space of time in between that line and the next one? And he would come up with something brilliant.
Terribly offensive, and they wouldn't use it. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, it was really the offensive stuff that was the funniest stuff that we couldn't use. Yeah, but the...
But also we did have very brilliant writers, and I'd say the percentage that writing element stayed in was probably pretty high.
Yeah.
I think it was probably at least 80% written.
I couldn't agree more. The writers still do not get enough credit to this day.
We're not going to give them credit now either.
No, we're not doing it now either, all right?
I did. Anyone recording that?
You
I
did it. She did it, and then I seconded it.
No, we had we really did. We had Ray DeLaurentis and Will Schifrin and Steve Marmel and
Sullivan.
Scott Fellows and you know all these other people.
Kevin Sullivan. Yeah.
There will never
Kevin
be
Sullivan, yeah.
there will never be good comedy AI. That will not exist. It can't.
Our head writer, Chat
Yes,
GPT.
yes.
I don't know. It's getting pretty scary out there. Some of the stuff's pretty funny. It's getting scary. I think it's
It is
scary.
because you don't know what is real sometimes.
I think the burden of proof that something's not you or your likeness is going to be challenging. I think it is. It's getting good very fast.
I would imagine what would probably happen. I'm only imagining now. There'd probably have to be some kind of a law that says if you do AI, you have to tag it as AI. Like it has to be tagged or something like that. It's like a food product. They have to put the ingredients on the label. You know what I mean? So you have to know what's in it. You have to know what's in the content you're watching. That's probably a way to get around it in the future, but we'll have to wait and see.
Right. I mean, there was just that news story this week about an AI actress, right? So, they're getting names, right?
Yeah.
You know, so
I think you'll be seeing Tom Cruise movies for the next 100 years. I mean, seriously, I guarantee actors have had themselves scanned like Tony Stark into a computer, and you'll be able to go see a Mission Impossible 17,000 movie, you know, 100 years from now.
I think background actors are going to be replaced in a big way, which is sad.
Right.
Because a lot of people do that their whole lives, and it's such a fun thing, and I think
it'll
it's
be
very
interesting
sad.
to see.
Yeah.
now, notwithstanding the shorts that came out in '98, but next year marks 25th anniversary of the episodes of Fairly OddParents.
Wow. Guys, give that a round of applause, audience.
25 years.
Yeah.
And Suzanne and I are only 32.
That's like crazy.
I'm 19.
I mean, I clearly
Hitting
started the
yourself with the
show when I was a 10-year-old boy. So.
So, but
fooling no one, Dinkelberg.
so how much of what was your original vision ended up being the show?
Man, I'll tell you, when I first did the show, we first did the show, it was just Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda, and Vicky, and that was it. It was those 4 characters. Everything took place in the house for the most part. We had Mom and Dad in there very sporadically, and I didn't want to show their faces. That we'd show them from the neck down. I thought that's really clever. I'll do that. After 3 episodes of trying that, it really was hard to do. So we ended up getting rid of Mom and Dad. But then they picked up the series, and I thought to myself, this has to be like The Simpsons. We've got to have a huge, vast array of characters. So we put Timmy in school. We kept adding things. We added Mr. Crocker. We added, the Crimson Chin. We added Chip Skylark. We added all these different Chester and AJ and all these characters because I really wanted to have always a go-to character to write for. Because really what you're doing when you're telling a story, you want to have people you can write for and characters because you don't be stuck. Because guys, people don't realize there's a deadline every week. We got to get these things written. Right. Made, because you've signed a contract saying I'm going to make this many episodes at this amount of time because the network's waiting. Is our show's done? We got to air them now. So they have to be able to air your show. So you got to have characters and actors. See, the great thing about these guys, they never slowed me down. They always made life easier and better. And as an actor, as a writer, as a producer, you got to make people's lives easier so things can go quick.
You
Right?
also animated yourself, didn't you?
As who was I in the show?
Dr. Rip Studwell.
I was Dr. Rip Studwell, the handsome fairy doctor.
The very handsome fairy doctor.
My favorite thing was, what's the matter, Dr. Studwell? My headshots are terrible. That type of thing.
I guess, for Butch, both, this is for you and both Daran and Suzanne, but were Cosmo and Wanda based off of anybody in particular? And where did you draw inspiration from Cosmo and Wanda? From
You guys can answer that one. When you guys came into audition, what was like the requirements for the audition?
Well, we had just pictures of these people. My inspiration, well, as always, is Carol Burnett. And a little of Joanne Worley, if you've ever heard of her. She...
And the original version of Cosmo was based, I think you wanted something along the lines of Phil Hartman, right? With a sort of, ooh, we're magic, ooh, right?
It was Troy McClure.
It was Troy McClure, yes, I'm a magical man, right? Watch me change this into a potato. So, and then wisely, when we got the big pickup and the show became the show that it became, I know that Butch said, okay, we're going to take this character and make him really silly and really crazy and really...
Well, you would come in, I guess, again, it's a testament to Daran and the actors. Like, Daran came in and he would kind of, in between takes, you were doing kind of this silly voice.
Yes, yeah.
And I kept going, that's a funny voice. We should do that. And then the dumber we made him, the funnier it got.
Yes, they would just get higher and higher and higher.
But then it was cool because
yeah.
then we could write to that. Like, okay, Cosmo would screw this up really bad. Now, if you give a potato peeler to anybody, it's fine. But give it to Cosmo, what's going to happen, right? So
Exactly, yeah.
So that okay, now what happens? Like, remember how Cosmo saved the world? We did an episode where there was no sound. Like, all the sound went away, and everyone had to pantomime stuff, but then there was a meteor coming to Earth.
Right.
And Timmy couldn't wish anything because he couldn't speak. So he had to pantomime a wish, and Cosmo said, taco, even though it's completely incorrect. Timmy holds up a taco, you're like, hey, and you make the meteor go away.
Sound, yes.
Cosmo saw taco as destroy the meteor. Yes. So that's what it was. So funny.
Is there a moment, do you remember a moment where you realized, wow, like this show is something? I mean, there's a lot of shows that come and go, and but here we are, as I said, almost 25 years later, a lasting legacy. When did you realize that, wow, Fairly OddParents is a thing? It's a staple in the community.
Right.
I think like a couple years in, just the vibrancy of the records, the guests that we had, Kevin Michael Richardson, Adam West, Rob Paulson, Tom Kenny, Eric Bauza, Phil Lamar, John DiMaggio. You knew that everybody wanted to be a part of this thing. They were wanting to like, hey, how do I get on Fairly? People would ask me, how do I get on Fairly OddParents? I'm like, you audition. So I think a couple years in, and you realize when you're recording, you're making the crew laugh, the engineer laugh, the writers laugh. You know you've got something special. I think it was pretty early into it that we realized this was a hit for me.
Yeah. I was excited because I knew we were doing well when I went to, my daughters were really little. We took them to a birthday party. and I heard somebody at the party quote the show. They didn't know I was there, and they didn't even know who I was, but they were quoting the show, and I went, "Oh, that's cool." They quoted the show, and I said, "Hi, by the way," and I said, "Don't touch me, get away." And I said, well, "Okay, fine," it was when you hear people quoting your stuff, and you start seeing like the occasional T-shirt, the occasional, what's really cool recently. Many years later, of course, there was a show that just came out called the new Jeopardy show, Pop Culture Jeopardy. Fairly OddParents was the first question on the first episode. It's like, I'll take famous characters for 100. This so-and-so duo from Butch Hartman's show on Nickelodeon. Yeah, it was the first question on the first show. And I was getting emails going, Butch, did you know you were the first question on Pop Culture Jeopardy? That was kind of fun. So it's a joy, it's a blessing. This does not happen all the time. This is a very rare situation. It happens for other shows, of course, but to get this kind of a cast, this kind of a family, I really feel like we're a family too, which is great, except for Carlos. But I think we're a family, we we really have a great time. And the fact we can see, I told you the other night, we're sitting in the lobby, and I said, it's great. I'm sitting at my table signing stuff, and you're at your table. I'm hearing you do the voices. You're doing the voices all the way down the aisle, and it's just a real joy to hear people still loving the show. To this day.
Except for Tara, she has her own area.
Yeah, Tara's got her own zip code over there.
We put her around the corner.
Show of hands, how many people would like a traveling signing in Tara's line? While you're waiting for Tara, we'll travel over to her line. And
Come on over. You're invited.
Okay,
Hang out with me.
We might do that.
We have fun.
We could sell snacks in her line.
Yeah. Hey, Peanuts. Hey,
You would get a cut of the snacks. You would get a cut of that. Yeah.
Holly Pops, I got your Holly Pops right here. Harley Pops.
I
Discount.
like it. Let's do it. Traveling Tara table. Come on.
Tara, what about you? When did you realize that this show had legs and it was a success?
Well, I think like a few of the folks on stage were saying, right away there's an energy. Like, this is going to be a hit. This is funny. Like, we were all making each other laugh. The animation was so vibrant and beautiful. The stories were endless. Like, if you have a kid that can wish for anything, the episode ideas are really endless. And I think it was pretty quick. Like, right after it premiered, we were seeing kids with backpacks and stuff. Like, I think we knew right away that it was a hit. I actually thought it could have just gone on in its original format forever, like The Simpsons. Like, people still say, why weren't y'all doing more of that? And it's like, oh, I don't know. But it is one of those shows that could literally go on forever, which means it was a good idea. So, well done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not a bad idea, Butch. Not a bad idea.
It's funny, when the show first premiered, the night it premiered, there was another show that premiered before us, and then we premiered after, and everybody had their money on that other show, the network did. And then when the ratings came out, there's this thing we used to have called ratings, where you'd see the number, how we did. And we got like almost double the ratings of that show that came out before us, and it was really a blessing to see that. And then they were like, oh, we should pick up more of your show. Can we pick up more of your show? And I said, well, of course you can. But it'll take a while to make the next round. But those first 6 episodes we did, they had to re-air them for a year.
Wow.
They aired the first 6 episodes over and over for a year, and they still did great all the time till we could get the new episodes out.
Amazing. And there was really fun music in it, and there was enough comedy for the adults to sit with their children. Like, at our tables, we have people say all the time, Fairly OddParents was one of the only shows that got my family together, sitting together. And I have so many fun memories of laughing with my folks, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to bring people together. It was also one of the first shows that was really wonderful with inclusion, because representation matters, and you had a lot of great representation in that show. It was really beautiful.
Speaking of those jokes, and like Carlos was saying, you were saying, how many of you have gotten folks come up to your table and said, hey, I didn't get that joke 20 years ago, but now I rewatched it and I get that inclusion of those adult-friendly jokes that are like, oh, I get that now.
Sometimes I watch some of my shows and I'm like, we got away with that?
I know, totally.
Right?
There's one joke. There's a joke where Timmy is on the beach and Cosmo are little crabs. Yeah. Little crabs. And Timmy turns into a big, huge, strong guy because he wants to be buff on the beach. And he goes, guys, I'm super strong. I'm big, I'm misunderstood, and I'm hurting people. And you say, just like Dr. Phil. And it was like, what? How do we say that?
I know.
Yeah, it was really good. And we couldn't make jokes about, like, tax forms. We can make jokes about piggy banks, stuff like that. 'Cause
Yeah, there's always these weird, there still is today, there's like weird things. Like you can't, there was a time on Powerpuff Girls where there was a joke about someone having a baby and we couldn't say pregnant. And I'm like, that's so weird. Like there's always these weird things you can't say.
I wanted to do a story for Fairly OddParents. I wrote it, but we didn't do it. It was where Timmy wanted to know where babies came from. And the story was going to be he goes to the stork factory up in Fairy World where all the babies are delivered and all that stuff. And they're like, nope, can't do that one. It was like the only one I could never make. But they would let us make pretty much.
That would have been great. Let's do a special.
We should do it. You want to see the stork special, guys? We do it. Let's make it happen. Exactly.
All right, then I'm not getting pregnant again.
Timmy's back to learn about babies.
And we'll be right back.
A little Birds and the Fairies special.
There you go. It could happen. It could happen.
So we do have time. If you guys have questions, please feel free to line up. While you guys are lining up, I'm going to ask you this question. It's my favorite question to ask. And that is, while either maybe on set at a studio, here at a convention like Animate, GalaxyCon, has there been a moment where you saw another celebrity, another guest, and you kind of fanboyed out a little bit, where you maybe you couldn't speak, or maybe you spoke a little bit too much?
Oh my gosh.
Guilty. All the time. All the time.
I'll tell you one for me. It was Henry Winkler, the Fonz. When I met Fonzie, because I grew up watching Happy Days, and but all the years at Nickelodeon, I never worked with Henry Winkler. Then I saw him at a con last year, and I told Neri, the agent, I said, "You've got to introduce me to Henry Winkler." And I met him, and I got super emotional. I was like, "Whoa!" And I understand now how they'll get emotional with our stuff. It's really special.
There's a whole video on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, about me meeting Paige, who voiced Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Oh my God. And I fangirled so hard that I started to cry. You guys can watch it. Like, I cried for 2 days straight. And also Lindsay Wagner. I was like, oh my God, look, she's right there. And Christy Brinkley, like, she and I did a video about who's the prettiest girl at the party. Like, when I was a kid, I'm like, I want to grow up and be Christy Brinkley. Like, we fangirl all the time, just so you guys know. Yeah. Any fun for you?
I had a moment with Zach Aguilar in the green room just now. Zach is the voice of Tanjiro in Demon Slayer, and I fanboyed out because it means something to me, because both my daughters grew up watching Demon Slayer, and Austin's my youngest, and she was really a fan of that show. And we got to watch that together, so something that brought us together makes me that much more invested. And here's my best Zach Aguilar: water breathing, first form.
Not bad.
Also, mostly people are so nice.
Don't! Stupid microphone.
Suzanne, any moments for you?
I didn't get to meet him, but John Cleese was at a couple of, what?
Yes,
John Cleese. Say that,
Yeah. I mean, I'm speechless right now because I love him so much.
We'll make that happen one day.
John Cleese was a Monty Python actor.
Original Monty Python.
Sorry, yes,
yeah.
for you.
Has anyone seen Spam-A-Lot? That comes from his mind. Yeah, the very funny British comedian. Yeah, he does come. It's fun. It's fun.
We have questions. Yes.
Oh, yes. Hello. What is your name?
I'm Haley. I
Haley.
grew up watching your shows. Thank you.
Give it up for Haley, everybody. She's awesome.
I wanted to know, are there any like crazy, unexpected, or super awesome benefits that you've gotten from doing this show that you might not have anticipated?
These cons right here doing these.
I got a new dental plan.
No, you know what's cool? On occasion, we'll walk. I don't know if you guys have experienced this. In public, people recognize, or will sort of recognize me, and I'll be able to draw them stuff and draw for the fans, like in public. That's a lot of fun to do, you know. And I really like interacting with people out in public and stuff. That's fun.
Thank you.
The benefit is doing cons and meeting fans. It's a pretty huge benefit.
No, it really is.
That something we did affected somebody now, if they've watched it for the first time, and or when they were a child. We get a lot of comments, you were my childhood. So that's a pretty cool benefit.
Yeah. It's a testament to how great the show is, that this is what we get to do this today, right now. We get to meet you and talk with you.
And come to our booths and check it out.
Yeah.
Does Universal let you in for free?
No, we don't get in for free.
We don't get any of that.
No. Darn it.
No. We don't even get free toys of stuff we voice.
No.
Is that
eBay.
Is that is that a little bit weird when you have somebody like, hey, like a full blown adult saying, I grew up with, with you. You're like, you're an adult. Like, settle down. I'm not that old yet. Like,
No, no.
We were kids when we did it, so we grew up
It's
with you.
humbling. It's humbling that people love it so much.
No,
It's
it really truly
thank
is.
you.
It's a blessing. It's like I said, doesn't. I always tell people trying to sell a show, especially trying to make a hit show. It's like throwing a dart through a donut, but the donut's on a merry-go-round. And it's like everything has to align perfectly. It's like the network has to.
Should we
want the
reenact
show.
a dart donut merry-go-round?
There you go.
hello.
You be the donut.
Exactly. Yes, you have a question.
Hello, I'm Aaron.
Hi,
and
Aaron.
I just want
Hi,
to say
Aaron.
it's a real honor to meet all of you again. I met you all once at another con, but I was too scared to ask the question. But my real question here is, what would you consider to be your favorite plot twist on Fairly OddParents? Because mine personally would be when Crocker was cured of his fairy godparent obsession, but that in turn nearly destroyed Fairy World because apparently all the magic came from him.
Wow.
Wow.
I forgot about that one.
Me too. I guess I'm not going to hunt fairies anymore, and then I guess just spins off into flipping the whole world upside down.
There's another great plot twist where it's discovered that Timmy made a wish 50 years ago that he would never age. Yeah. And that's where that's become a huge thing online where it's like Timmy made a wish 50 years ago that he would never age. And then there you go.
Ta-da!
Whoa!
And that wish is still in effect. But it didn't work for Daran. He's still aged. Yes. Darren's still aged. Anyway.
You know what I really loved? I really loved when I wished we were all the same and we were just a bunch of blobs.
Yes.
And then, like, the plot twist was, we don't want that. We love people being different, right?
There you
We
go.
love that.
The
It's a
same
good
game.
message.
It was called The Same Game.
I love that.
Amen.
Thank
Great
you.
question.
Thank you,
Great
buddy.
job.
Good
Great
question.
job.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
All right, so my name is Key, and I want to ask a question about the new Wish crew. So, after so many years with Timmy, it's interesting to get a new fairy godchild with like a completely different set of morals and standards. So, with the interactions with Cosmo and Wanda, how would you say that was like different, like being like with a different kid?
Oh, it was really, really delightful, and it was more about a young girl kind of, it's the same universal feeling of trying to fit in, but this is sort of more interior, her thoughts and feelings, as opposed to Timmy.
But
Yeah,
did you like
because-
me the most? Am I still your favorite?
Yes, of
Yes.
course!
Yeah.
But,
because Hazel doesn't have terrible parents, right? Or
Right.
parents that sort of ignore her and stuff. So it's a different set of circumstances.
Yeah.
So, and I think that was really fun to do, and we're not quite as or
Yeah.
at least Cobbs are not quite the lunatic that he always
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
messing everything
And-
up. So I think it's very sweet. I think it's very sweet, and we're very happy to be involved.
yeah.
Are you saying I'm the reason you're a lunatic?
That's what I'm saying.
But Hazel also has a teacher that likes her, which is Mr. Guzman, as opposed to Crocker.
Are those toys from the new version?
Yes, those are. They
So
are.
cute.
Yes.
And you
Very
also, I think that the new show is informed by Timmy.
Yeah.
So, you always feel him somewhere in the universe. And
Why don't you feel me on the shelf?
Not my decision.
But thank you. That's lovely.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Next question, please.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Wally.
Hi, Wally.
Got a couple.
No,
Howdy.
you
I've
get
got
one question.
Okay.
One
All right,
question.
On behalf of my best friend Ben, who couldn't join, was asking for Tara. What was it like working with, being the trinity of the DC superhero girls, along with Grey Delisle and Nicole Sullivan?
Well, as you know, we love our job. It's always super fun, and those girls are awesome, and we had a great time.
Okay. I was
Thanks,
expecting
buddy.
more
No-
I was expecting a more detailed answer.
Well, I mean,
Fair play.
it's just true. We just love each other. It was awesome.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Thank you, Wally.
Okay.
Thanks,
I gotta
buddy.
get back to the series. Big time.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Wally.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wally. Hello. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Pete.
Hi, Pete.
I was wondering if you guys each had like a favorite line that you did for the show.
I did it
I-
earlier, but
You did, yeah.
my favorite line is when Crocker joins a gang of like supervillains or whatever, and
Super idiots.
super idiots, and he puts on his thing, and he just goes, "I'm the Falcon."
I don't have a favorite line, but here's my favorite exchange. Ready? Oh, don't worry, Timmy. My dreams were crushed years ago.
How many years ago?
How old are you?
That's my favorite
That's
one
the
too.
perfect dynamic of Dad and Timmy. That's the greatest writing. I mean, that's a setup and delivery that you cannot ever try to top. It's just beautiful. I mean, I remember reading it at home. We weren't even in the recording set. I'm reading the script at home, and I'm just laughing. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, they nailed it. They just nailed it. Best ever. Yeah. Great question.
Internet?
There you go. Back when the internet was young, too. Internet was a young thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What about you, Suzanne? Your favorite line?
Oh God, I love Wanda saying, "Oh blah blah blah, your needs."
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Mike. I met
Mike.
all of you except for Carlos and Tara today. I wanted to ask, I was thinking about this on the way up here. I know you guys are primarily known for animation, but you guys are so versatile in all forms of acting. What animated character would you like to cosplay at maybe a convention or something else like that?
Wow.
I mean, I've already cosplayed
Oh, I know.
Harley,
Fantastic
Batgirl, Ashi, Twilight, Angel.
it's
I
all fantastic.
I do have a secret one coming. I did a Juliet last year for Halloween. I like I like cosplaying me. Well, a lot of my characters are like so fun. I mean, who doesn't want to walk around as Raven? That's
real.
Any Ravens in the crowd? No. Anyway, it's fun.
There are out there.
Well, I think if anybody's ever watched me drive, like my kids in LA, I'm cosplaying Crocker. Get out of my way, you idiots! So I cosplay Crocker in real life.
Oh my. Oh
We
my.
should
I'm
all
sorry, officer.
we should all cosplay each other just for fun.
How about you, Darren and Suzanne? How about you?
I'm going to cosplay as a younger version of Daran Norris.
Perfect.
Oh, well.
It's not going very well.
I actually was just looking at you thinking you look exactly the same. Yeah, you do. You do.
You're
I
that
look
she
at
never
your face,
ages. Not 1 minute.
I see us as we all did 25 years
Right?
ago.
I
really
see you
do,
through the
yeah.
same eyes and the
Yeah.
same people and the same. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
I would cosplay as Seth MacFarlane.
How much to see him do it, guys? All right, thank you.
Good
very much.
question.
Hello. What is your
Hello.
name?
Hello, my name's Jimmy. I was wondering, do you guys have like a favorite episode or one that was like the funnest to record?
It was Channel Chasers
Me
for
too.
me. Did you ever see Channel Chasers?
Yeah.
Where Timmy gets to go into, he gets a magic remote control, because Vicky finds the remote control and goes into the TV, and she's going to the History Channel to change history. So Timmy's got to chase her through every TV show that I grew up with. And every time they get to a new TV show, they become the style of that show.
Like the Rugrats one was so
Rugrats,
cute.
Charlie Brown, Johnny Quest, Sesame Street. We had live Flintstones. Yeah.
Did
I
they
love
initially?
Lucy.
Charlie Brown.
Did they initially give you any pushback to get away with that?
No, they were super into it.
I love that. Did you
we-
sign one yesterday? Someone brought one yesterday.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But that was so much fun. That was an hour special that we did, and that really meant a lot to me. And then they end with Maho Mushi, the Dragon Ball Z fighting sequence, which was really cool. Let's all say Maho Mushi on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Maho Mushi! Exactly. Very cool.
I also love the Christmas special. I love when we got to sing. That was so fun.
Yeah,
They
and we
could
loved,
sing so good as the
Schools Out.
characters.
Schools Out
when
was
we
good, yeah.
that was really fun.
Come on,
Wish every
shiny
day
teeth.
could be Christmas.
Jeepers, how foolish I was. It isn't a wish, it isn't a toy. It's the family and friends that you really enjoy.
I wish every day. I didn't sing it, though, yeah.
We could sing the other song.
What song is that?
You know, the theme song.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to hear everybody sing the theme song right now?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
You guys sing with us?
All right, so here we go. We'll start. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and Timmy is an average kid that no one understands.
Fairies!
Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands.
Wanda!
The doom and gloom up in his room is broken instantly.
Hey, neighbor!
By his magic little fish who grant his every wish is in reality.
Tommy's gone!
Are his odd parents, fairly odd parents.
Wands and wings.
Cloudy, crowdy things!
Odd parents, fairly odd parents. Really mod, peapod, bubbod, hot rod.
Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant steak, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents.
Boom,
It flips your lid when you were the kid with Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, right.
I missed
Cute.
Round of applause, round of applause. Very cool.
Daran, you were talking about the wrestling ring earlier. Good thing you answered Jimmy's question. He might have taken you, and he might have taken you in there.
Would have been bad. Would have been bad. What's your question, sir?
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name's Hector.
Hi, Hector.
I know there was the Jimmy and Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, were there any other shows you wanted to do crossovers with the Fairly Odd Parents or any of your other shows?
Absolutely. We wanted to do SpongeBob at one point. Have them cross over with SpongeBob, but Nickelodeon at the time, they just weren't too cool with that idea. They wanted to kind of keep SpongeBob in his own. Like Tara has her own line away from us. They wanted to have SpongeBob have his own world away from us.
You know what? I bet today, if they did a crossover of OG, FOP, and SpongeBob,
huge.
people would like. Would you guys like that?
Would that be amazing?
That'd
that
be
would go
fun.
through the roof, I think.
Right?
Amen. That'd be super cool.
I
But
could see Squidward and Crocker getting along for sure.
Can you do Squidward and Crocker getting along?
Why are you living under this water? Oh, just shut up and mind your own business.
Impressive.
We've got a putt to kill the fairies. All right,
Thanks,
nice.
guys.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, TJ.
Yeah, my question is, when you did the crossover between Jimmy Neutron and the Fairly Odd Parents, I was wondering, Butch, did you met Steve Odekirk? And also, my other question is...
No, one question. Is that your only question?
Oh, sorry.
Did I meet Steve Odekirk? I did meet Steve Odekirk.
And-
Wonderful guy, an amazing writer.
And did you actually saw his show Barnyard in the movie
I
as
did
well?
see Barnyard, yes.
That's good. He's a genius like you, Butch.
Oh, you're so kind, TJ.
And-
Thank you.
Stay at the
buddy.
mic. Stay at the mic.
And Daran, when you do Jorgen Von Strangle, do you always love doing that Arnold Schwarzenegger impression when you're going, puny fairy?
Of course, it is always enjoyable for me.
That's what I thought, Daran.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, buddy. Thank you,
Thanks,
TJ.
TJ.
Hello, what's your name?
Jake. Hey. All right, my question is, what's your number one tip for someone who wants to work on a show?
Wow, what do you want to do on a show? What exact? There's a million pieces to every show, so what part of it do you want to do?
I guess animation.
Yeah, animation. Just keep practicing your art and keep drawing everything. Draw people, animals, buildings, cars. Keep practicing, because as a producer like me wants to hire you, you've got to make my life easier, and I've got to be able to give you any assignment. You got to get it done. Not just get it done well, but get it done in a time limit. There's always a deadline. So you got to be able to draw quick, draw fast, draw with confidence, and get our deadlines met. But then just really enhance what we're doing. Like if I say draw this funny character, make it funnier than that. You know, if I say, hey, I need hey, can you design me a kid named Timmy Turner, and give me 20 different designs so I can pick one. You've got to be able to come up with really clever ideas kind of on the fly. So keep practicing. You can do it, bro.
All right, thank you.
How important
Good question.
is
Nice.
formal education, formal schooling in an art?
Do you think these guys were formally educated at all? Have you got any impression at all? Is there any formal
formal training.
for art, for animation.
Well, here's the thing. If No, if formal education means going to get immersed with other people that do what you do, that's what I'd recommend. If you want to be a voice actor, hang out with voice actors. If you want to be an artist, hang out with artists. You want to be a producer, get where the producer people are and learn how to, because a producer really means that you produce something. Here, I've given you this. Here it is. It's done. So you got to know how to make the show happen. And then that means meeting people. That means, coming up with people that can be talented. Like if you want to make a show, find writers, find artists, find voice actors. Learn how to do that stuff. Get immersed. Take classes. Go to school. Become someone who is like a sponge. Absorb as much information as you can. Hello. Your question. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I'm Ashley.
Hi,
and
Ashley.
This is my question for all you. Any update on the season 2 Fairly OddParents you wish? Because trust me, I'm pretty sure everybody really wants that to happen. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys want to see more new-ish?
I keep Googling it to see if it's been picked up, but...
put it in your Google alerts, like anytime there's a
We're
news,
we're
a
the
news
last
story out
people
of it.
to know. Yeah.
Yeah. We would love it to get picked up again. Yes, we would.
Okay.
We also want to make that Timmy Turner SpongeBob crossover too. We just need to see that happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you
Let's
so
go
much.
fishing,
Thank
Cosmo
you.
and Wanda. Let's go fishing.
Hi.
Hello.
I met you as Danny Phantom.
Yesterday, I remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
So I have a question directly for you, Butch.
Yes.
What was your favorite episode of Danny Phantom? And then the rest of you, the favorite episode of Fairly OddParents?
One of my
or
favorite-
favorite scene?
My favorite episode of Danny Phantom is the ultimate enemy. When he fights Dark Danny, his future self. That's a really good one. That was 20 years ago, by the way. Isn't that crazy? How about you? What's your favorite episode of Fairly OddParents?
Oh wait,
I
we
like the
kind of
Ember.
already answered that. Yeah, with the
Channel
musical
Chasers.
and the
We're good, yeah, we're
Christmas.
good.
Yeah,
But I was
yeah.
gonna say I like the Ember episode of Danny
I
Phantom.
know, 'cause she, by the way, she plays Ember on Danny Phantom. She's so amazing.
Right.
She does.
Have you seen the pop?
People are freaking out.
Have you seen the Ember pop?
Lucky.
I have seen it. It's beautiful.
So good.
Are you getting to sign them? Or are they bringing
Yes,
it? It's
of course.
so cool. It's
I
so,
try to steal them every time.
I know. They're beautiful.
They're so cool, and they're not cheap. They're like $500 online, unsigned.
I know. I know.
That
They're
and
very
White
cool.
Raven for some reason.
I know.
It's like
I-
random. I don't know.
Thank you for your
Thank you
question,
so much.
sweetheart. Thank you. All right. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Liam. I have a question for Tara. Hi. Do you know whose idea was it to put the My Little Pony parody in that Teen Titans episode? Or if you don't know, what was your reaction? That was the best
I mean,
joke.
the writers at that time, at all times on Teen Titans Go, are so fun and open to being silly. That's why the show is what it is. It's just silly. Like, in my opinion, we could do the OG and Go at the same time because they're two completely different shows. And they love interacting with fans and making fans happy and doing funny stuff. So the fact that I was Twilight Sparkle and the idea that Raven would like My Little Pony is so hilarious. So they just did that really to make the fans happy and be silly. So
And to make Tara happy. too.
it did make me happy. I got to voice one of my ponies too. It was fun.
I'm glad they got away with the line, I like to watch.
Yeah, really fun. I loved doing Go. I get why people want season 6. I do too, but we do love doing Go. It's really fun.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. What's your name?
Hello, my name's Yelly. Hi. So I actually asked this question to Gray Delisle and Butch about 2 years ago, and they didn't know the answer. So
Ooh.
let's see if the rest of you do. There's an episode where Timmy wishes that Vicky wasn't evil, and a bug crawls out of her, and he's running around with a net, and he's like hitting everyone with the net, and all the adults keep going, Timmy, is it Father's Day already? What does that mean? I'm 30, and I don't know what that means.
It's okay. I think I have the answer now. It's taken me 2 years. It's probably because Timmy ran around hitting people with a net for Father's Day or something. That was probably a tradition. That's what I'm thinking. I think. I got to see the episode again. I've got to see the context. Has this been plaguing you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I didn't get it. I,
I'm
like, still
terribly,
think about it.
terribly sorry.
Come back in 2 more years.
Yes, come back in 2 more years. We'll have the answer.
I'm just always so amazed with how much detail y'all remember. You remember way more than we do.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I
you
know.
could say anything and be like, oh, yeah, I remember that episode.
You and I
You
are
could
similar.
totally make it up. You could totally make it up. We'd
No,
buy
you know
it.
why? Because we, again, like I talked about the deadlines earlier, you make a show, you have like 4 or 5 weeks to get everything recorded, written, storyboarded, done. Then it goes out to get animated, comes back, and then it takes about 7 months. You do it, you watch it, music, sound effects, everything, it's done. Then you don't watch it anymore. I mean, it goes on TV and other people watch it, but we don't have time to watch TV. So it's like, I don't have time to sit and watch my own show, unfortunately, because I've already seen every episode 65 times by the time it gets on TV. So 20 years later, when I get a question, I'm happy to, I remember a lot, but I can't remember all of it, because we did, like, over 150
Yes,
episodes.
thank goodness for you guys. That's what I'm saying.
Amen, exactly. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm sorry I couldn't answer the question. Yes.
Hello. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Very nice to meet you. I'm still shook that you were Ember. She was my favorite. So I forgot my original question. Bear with me.
Someone came over to me and said Ember was the reason they like toxic women.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Is the reason they like toxic women.
Toxic women. Oh, nice. Perfect.
We have a tie.
Well, I'm glad we could
It's all
help.
your fault. It's all your fault.
I think we could both take the blame for that one. We'll take it. We'll take
I'll
it.
take the blame for that, yeah. Do you have a question, young lady?
Yes. Can you share a favorite memory from behind the scenes not just the recording, like your downtime, you're goofing off. What's something that, because when you're behind the scenes with your actors, with your friends, with your team, that just makes it worth it?
Well, first of all, you see, here we are 30 years later, and we're
Exactly.
still hanging out and talking to each other, and we love hanging out with each other. I really think when you can build a family like this and still have a great relationship with them, we don't see each other for months. We see each other at a con here and there, but the fact that we can still get along and just go right back to where we were 20 years ago is really, really a joy. And that's really, I really liked working with them. You know, it wasn't like oh God, we got to record today. Oh no, it was never that ever once. Ever. It was always like, oh yeah, I get to record today. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. It really was a blast. What about you guys?
So fun. Well, again, I have like every memory is a good memory. It was so fun. I also loved when you and I would compete over ADR. So just so you know, like most shows will have a session where you pick up some scenes and you can verify this. It's because something happened to sound or the animation came
We
back
added
bigger.
something we didn't record. Yeah. Oh, let's add a scream here. We didn't put it in.
Right, and so it's that we usually go first, but at that point, we come in. There's 3 beeps on the imaginary beep. We do the line, and sometimes there's a long line.
Yeah.
And so we would say, like, I don't even need to see it rolling. And like, if one of us got it first, we would be very competitive, and it was very hilarious.
It was always terrible. Yes. It's like, I don't want to see the preview. Just roll it. Ready? Here we go. Early, guys. You got it. Nailed it. On 1, and back to you. Yeah. It was just very competitive and really fun.
One take Tara. I think that's where
One
that
take
got
Tara.
started.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
My favorite behind the scenes thing that would happen is when we would do a pass or thought we did a pass really well. We had a line, we read it, and Butch would say to probably mostly me, "Great job, Carlos. Great job. Try it again. This time, try acting."
Carlos is going to add the acting now. Yeah. No, it was great too. We never had one prima donna. We never had one person that was a problem to deal with. We always had so much fun. And I'll begin to name the people that were a problem right now. No, I'm kidding. No, we really. No, everybody was. See, it's just everyone was just a blast. It's a joy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daran. Thank you. Yes. What's your question?
Hello. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Yolanda. I have a question for Tara Strong. How do you feel about the G5, My Little Pony?
I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
Yes.
I feel bad. I haven't seen the new stuff. Of course, I love the main 6. Like that, to me, was a very special series that affected people so profoundly around the world. Like it just feels very close to me. So again, I don't know why that ended. Like if The Simpsons can keep going, it's working.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like people get very connected to these characters, and I have people saying, I thought I was the only one like me, or I wanted to end things until I met Raven or Twilight, and I had no friends till My Little Pony. Like it's such beautiful things for me that are connected on a very deep emotional level to that
Absolutely.
show.
Yep.
So I haven't seen the new one. I'm sure it's wonderful. I hope it's wonderful. Is it wonderful? No, it's not wonderful.
After all that, badoom.
Shakes her head strongly.
Well, dear Princess Celestia, if they ask the main 6 to come back, we'll be there and we won't be tardy.
She's so cute.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sweetheart.
She's so cute. I need to give her a hug.
Aww. Bum, bum, bum.
She squeed.
Oh. Yeah, what's your
Oh my God,
question,
so
sweetheart?
Why did you want to be a actor in the first place?
Ooh, why did you guys want to be an actor?
Why do you want to be an actor in the first place?
Is that what you would like to do? Would you like to be an actor?
Yeah.
I'd hire you. Look how cute.
I think at its
I
core,
heard
it's
it as,
because
why would you want to be an actor?
watching the shows that I loved as a kid, Carol Burnett, or the cartoons, Hey, Bubba Louie, or Speed Racer, Spritel, Chim Chim. It's something that gave me joy. So I think at our core, I think we want to give people joy too. And it's fun. It's fun. It's hard work, but it's actually a joyous profession. Spreading joy.
But
and
also,
making some money.
But you know, you said really quickly, do you want to be an actor? Yeah. And you don't even know why, but you came to this earth with a gift to share, so you better share your light because everybody already loves you. So you better give it a
See?
try. That's what all these people did. We came knowing that we wanted to sing and dance and act and make people laugh, just like some people come playing the piano or painting or drawing. So share your gift always, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
That's what I want from now on. I want someone to lift me up into the microphone.
You are the
So
wind.
get that
Ain't
right,
gonna
okay?
happen.
Organizers, I must be
they
lifted
could
into
probably do
position.
it. You guys could do it, right?
Oh, you could obviously do it.
Yeah, you could all do it.
Oh, here's our man. Yeah.
All right, we have our last question here. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name's Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
My question is, what is your guys' favorite school subjects?
Favorite school
Favorite
subject?
school subject. Wow. Why do I have to start?
I had a great history teacher in high school. History.
I would say my favorite school subject was the art class.
Yeah. Mine was choir. Yeah.
Well, of course
See
I
how the
love-
acting pays off, the acting.
Listen, of course I loved drama class and I loved singing and dancing. But I also really loved learning as a kid. I loved languages, I loved
Yeah.
history. I liked math when I was little, but then I started missing school for acting. I started when I was 13. And once you miss like the first second, you try to go back, your brain for math doesn't work anymore, so I started hating math. But I did, I think it's really important to keep learning. I love learning.
Always,
Yeah.
yes. And actually, I do have a favorite. It was English. It's always been words for me. I've been a word nerd my entire life. I love word origin. I love to know where they come
You cannot
from.
play words with friends with Daran. He will destroy you.
And now Daran will do a spelling bee.
I'll play you Scrabble for blood.
Daran will destroy
But no, I
you on
love
Words with
words,
Friends.
and I love I love specifically the English language. It's just beautiful and nuanced and very different. And you can do things with that language that don't translate into any other language.
What
very
was your
well.
favorite?
I think it's beautiful. Yes, what's your favorite?
My favorite subject is, I think, art class. Yeah, I like
Art class, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So before we wrap up, in just a couple words, can you explain what the legacy of this show means to you? I know you could probably go on for an hour about this show in particular, but
We just did.
Yeah. No, what the legacy is you become part of.
That's what we've been doing this whole time.
The legacy is you become part of the iconoclast of not just America, but it's worldwide, right? It's translated into different languages. So your legacy is that you've left a piece of art. You are part of a piece of art created by Butch Hartman that is living on 30-something years later, 25 years later tomorrow.
Yeah,
So that's a great legacy. I do want to do one thing, because if you do come to my table, I'm going to give you a fairy godparents, but it's not going to be the real one. So do you have your phones real quick? If anybody wants to record this is the only real fairy godparents you'll get, because it tears out my throat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fairy godparents! Okay, that's all I want to do.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it's coming to these cons and meeting the fans, and it feeds our souls. I'm going to cry. But it's just, it's so wonderful to us. You all are fabulous.
Amen.
Thank you.
well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for spending the last hour on stage with us. Before we go, if you guys want to we're going to take a big group selfie.